Alright, mates! Here's the 5th and hopefully final part in my Halo 2020 Coronafest Gameplay Reaction Series. If you haven't seen my other previous parts, maybe go and watch them. And if you're wondering from my last video, Gaisar, is your room still clean? You bet your ass it is! Anyway, contrary to all my other videos, let's not waste a minute on the intro and let's just get right into it. Time is money, baby! Okay, so we're just seeing Master Chief mosey on his way on this ramp, and suddenly, BAM! These guys fall, this guy comes out, boom, Addy! This guy charges, BAM! Craig is born. And then comes this old chap and he's like, hey, Mara! But Master Chief is like, psych! And suddenly pulls an Indiana and whips the daylights out of the guy. What? A zipline in Halo? No, my lads, it's called a lasso. And not only does Chief do this, but he does this, and also this! I mean, what? What? Ah, yes. From the very first day that we saw that yo-yo, the Halo community was never the same. But regardless of what the Halo community thinks, you're here for me. So what does the captain think of Halo's new web shooters? Well, first of all, let's address that the grappling hook was teased longs ago. I don't know what the YouTuber's name was, but basically, he found a screenshot with the grappling hook icon on the HUD, so props to the man. So anyway, when I first saw this, I was like, whoa, Halo 3 equipment is back. It's gonna be like a pickup, and it's gonna be like a single use, and you're gonna be like, and you're gonna make... So I was excited for the grappling hook. But then when the gameplay actually showed, it didn't work exactly as I thought it would, but I mean, it still looked drenched with potential. The main man, Actman, mentioned in one of his videos that how cool it would be with a grappling hook if you were playing CTF and you had the flag, you were running across the battlefield, and you saw your buddy you popping over with a mongoose, and you were like, web shooter, you grab on to the back and just like right off to the sunset. How awesome would that be? Oh, but I can do them better. Could you just imagine in a Halo Reach Spire type map, you know, with a huge tower. Let me just paint the picture. You're the only man at the very top of the tower. All the rest of the team is nowhere to be found. And all you know is that the enemy team is just rushing over the elevators, ready to kick your ass. So what do? You're just there like, what the hell, dude? And you see that the only way out is you have to jump. Otherwise, these guys, I'm gonna come plowing your butt. So you start running, and you jump. You're like slow motion. You're like, you turn around, you see the enemies like. Quite a picture I'm painting. Okay. Anyway, so you're falling like all slow motion. You think you're gonna die, and out of the blue, right by your side, you see your teammates in a Falcon. But wait, you try to press X to grab onto the turret, but no can do. It's too far away. You can't reach it. So what do? You Spider-Man up onto that shit. You grab a turret. It goes up. Kill all the enemy team. That's what's up. That's the kind of thing that the grappling hook could do. Could you imagine how cool that would be? Additionally, I can't even imagine just how cool parkour maps will work in Halo Infinite. And not to mention just how hilarious it'll be if you see an enemy warthog charging at you, you know, ready to give you a plowing, and you see a fuel canister, you're like, web shooter, Indiana Jones, and then you lob it, you lob the freaking fuel canister, goes up, explodes, turns into scraps. Woo! Spicy stuff. Exciting, exciting. So yeah, all in all, I think that the Halo Infinite grappling hook is drenched with potential, and it seems really awesome. So thanks for watching, that's the end of the video. Psych! What would a Captain Caesar video be without some sort of rant? Here we go! If you haven't seen my other videos, which you probably haven't because they have like 5 views. Anyway, in many sections I went over what it was that makes Halo Infinite, or Halo in general, a special game. So for this video, I'd like to expand on that and go over some concerns that I have with the grappling hook. So you see here, Master Chief grapples onto this thing and jumps over this ledge. Cool, right? Well, yes, in a general sense, but not so much for Halo. Let me explain. You see, recently, I managed to make enough time to play all the Halo campaigns except 5. Because if I wanted to play a better campaign, I would have played Black Ops 4, which has no campaign. Anyway, this wasn't my first time playing all the campaigns in order. However, this time I paid attention to every detail, so it really helped me hone my thoughts as to what I believe a Halo game really is. And basically, after so much thinking, after so much pondering, I came to one conclusion. Halo is a first-person shooter. Thank you guys, thanks for watching. We can end the video now. Just kidding! Oh, you love me. But yes, I mean, Halo is a first-person shooter, so lots of shooty. But that's just basically any FPS out there. So what is it that makes Halo, Halo? Well, I find that apart from great combat sections, Halo's identity is also found with what I believe to be silence. As in sections where you're not blasting aliens, where you're just simply walking, strolling about, taking all the environment in. Apart from a great atmosphere and environment, I think that a big part of what makes these sections work so well is, well, you guessed it, music. So as a player, those calm moments really give the chance to take all of Halo in. And it's beautiful. So what bothers me about this part is that one of those calm moments is completely run over. And it's all because of the grappling hook. It's your fault. No, don't even speak to me. Shun! Shun! I said shun! What I mean is that, imagine this is one of the original Halos. You come up to here, you look up and see that there's more to the level. And you need to get up there. So if it's like one of the original games, you don't just grapple up on there and continue with the carnage. You look for a way up, which is probably a ramp. So now the player is forced to look around and explore. And since you already killed all the enemies in that area, you're just left there with some music and a world to explore. You're left there with a classic Halo moment. But here, the player is allowed to completely skip that. And obviously, this would be something that the player would encounter many more times during that campaign. And needless to say, this takes up some of the magic that makes up Halo. There are tons of aspects that counter my concern. After all, Halo Infinite will be an open world, or at least a semi-open world? I don't know what it is, but anyway, so I think the player will have more than enough time to take the world in. So I don't think this is game-breaking or anything, but just something to consider. All in all, the grappling hook seems pretty exciting, but just like anything, it can also bring several negative aspects to the table. It all comes down to some deep analyzing about balance and purpose. So we'll just have to leave that for 343. It might be game breaking, but at least we know it'll be a hell of a lot of fun. And this is finally it. The final part of my Halo series regarding the gameplay that was shown like 6 months ago. But don't worry, my 5 viewers, I will definitely be back. After all, I made a series that's composed of like an hour and a half, probably even more, so a feature-length film of just Halo content from just 7 minutes of gameplay. 7 minutes of gameplay? a full feature film. So yes, I'll be sure to come back. So whenever we get more, I'll be sure to give more. I already have planned out a video about my life with Halo, so that'll come when it comes. Anyway, guys, 1 hour and like 30 minutes of Halo content complete. If you somehow managed to watch all the parts of my videos, I don't think so, but really thank you. And if you managed to finish this video, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, if you liked what you saw, perhaps do just that. Bing! Whoa, how'd I do that? As always, be sure to leave your thoughts about my thoughts in the comment section below. And maybe consider subscribing if you want more of this sexy man. If you want more of this sexy content from Sexy Man, subscribe. Here we go.